Hello everyone, welcome. Oh my god. I've got a pop-up that is now absolutely in my way. Oh my god. Okay, that's fun. Oh, it actually... Okay. Jesus Christ. It was actually, like, just so that it clicked out of Star Citizen when I was trying to get that. Anyway, so not too much to talk about this week, which is not going to be a running theme. I mean, there is some stuff to talk about, but like, well, you know, so 4-6 is in Evocati. 4-6 is in Evocati. 4-6 is in Evocati. That's it. Have a good one. Great one, Eve. No. So there's going to be an event for 4-6. Also, it's probably going to be a January patch, which is absolutely unheard of, as far as I know. With the exception of maybe like a dot patch, but, you know. Yeah. We're talking, Supplier Die 3.0, baby. I don't know. So it's gonna be a thing. You go, you help Levski. They have an infection. You need to go get medicine. You need to transport sick people to a hospital. You need to get resources. I think there's trading, there's collection, and there is also combat. There are pirates that you're gonna fight. Yeah. And it seems like, I mean, maybe, I'm not Evocati, so I don't know, but it does seem like, if I remember correctly, it sounds like, you do have, you have the collection missions and trading missions start in Stanton or are in Stanton, and the trading missions go to Levski, and the pirate missions, fighting pirates, possibly helping the pirates, probably not fighting the pirates, but I mean I don't know. You know, that's stuff that's going to take place in Nyx, and I think Pyro as well. There's probably going to be trading stuff in Pyro as well. The interesting thing they're testing out is having it so you do these missions, and then you get, like, I'm just calling them super duper missions. I don't know what they want to call them, advanced missions. Presumably it'll be a thing where the normal mission pays you, let's say 50k, maybe it's 200k, I don't know. But then the advanced mission pays you like 5 times as much or something, but you can only do it once every 25 combat missions, once every 50 hauling missions or something. And yeah, I guess that's something. Destroy dangerous drugs. Haven't seen that title before. Guess let's go to a secure site. Why not? What else is there to talk about with that? Well, so I don't hate events. I saw somebody on the subreddit who was like, oh, I wish they would fix bugs. And it's like, well, mission team is not, like, the mission team and the narrative team are doing this. They're not the ones fixing bugs. I mean, well, yeah, there are some bugs. It wasn't bugs. It was, like, something else. Like, oh, you know, add features. I think it was add features, and it's like, sorry, bud, mission team doesn't do features, they do missions. That being said, I would actually love, like, the events have a place in the game right now. I don't think having these story missions is a great thing. They can't just explore any and every story because we're not at 1.0, and like, I mean, frankly, as far as I'm concerned, they could retcon any of these stories to have never happened. They probably can and will. I don't want to get on my Nyx 1 conspiracy thing, but, like, you know, I literally, it makes no fucking sense to me that they didn't just, like, in the lore, they had set everything up, everything they want to do with Nyx 1, I was assuming they were going to do with Nyx 2 well before any of this was happening. You know, so like, and it would have been easier and it would have made more sense, but that's neither here nor there. Oh my god. Now with feature work, I am gonna say, I kind of fucking hate doing anything on planets right now. because I get less than 10 frames when, like, looking at planets. When looking at space, I get 70 frames. Like, what the fuck? And I definitely get worse frames on planets always, but it was not that stark of a difference. It was like 30 frames. But I digress. The thing with events is that, I mean, they're very good ways to focus, you know, have focused testing, give people a very specific reason to come back, you know, a way to test out new mission types, potentially, anyway. I don't think there's actually really anything new happening with this one, other than, I mean, we already have, like, transporting cryopods, and I believe that's part of it, so it's literally nothing new. But yeah, which is also fine. I do think that the advanced mission concept, I don't hate, but just looking at it, I'm like, I don't fucking care. I'm not grinding this bullshit out that much. I do think it does sound like it doesn't have any ground combat, and frankly, like, I don't know, we'll see. I might genuinely just be like, I don't care. This is stupid. I don't care. I'm not doing this. To be perfectly frank with you. Also, like, in the thing, they're like, oh, the UEE's deciding to help Levski or whatever. And it's like, why? Like, listen, I don't know. There are good people in the universe, sure, or whatever, but, like, where's the drama supposed to be? Where's, like, there has to be more going on behind the scenes. Or there should be more going on behind the scenes than like, oh, well, you know, alright, if you want medical help or if you want companies to help you with this absolute crisis, then you have to do something for us. You know, there has to be some of that. And some people who are like, oh, we need to help Levski because there is a Senate. Oh, we need to help Levski out of, you know, because they're, you know, living creatures who are, you know, who have rights. And then people who are like, I would happily help them if they pay us. And then other people who are like, no, they're outlaws. They live outside the UEE, fuck them. And I mean, I guess, like, again, in all fairness, I haven't seen the I haven't seen the mission. I haven't seen the lore they're trying to push. So like maybe that is a thing they're doing, but like I don't know, they went out of their way to say that yes, this thing is happening, or like yeah, the UEE is helping. So that seems a little odd to me. Well, also last time I was streaming, I was like, you know, let's just swap things up. Let's try out a few guns I don't usually use. And I guess I should have probably swapped some stuff around again, but whatever. I have come to the conclusion, like, from my experience, I don't think they want to have a good loot experience. I think they explicitly hate you and don't want you to find cool stuff. I mean, like, I don't know. That's obviously no, but at the same time, that's kind of what they're saying to me. With the weapon attachments being so fucking hard to find, it's like, dude, I don't, like... Man, I don't know. What's a good example? I mean, like... Well... I don't know. Like, the 890 is a, quite the carrot on a stick for me. I spent the entirety of 2025 attempting to get, one of those lovely, lovely things. I'm probably gonna let the friendlies deal with some of these guys. I don't know what that dude's deal is. Oh geez. Okay, that one was on me. I saw the dude. I didn't see the marker over the dude, but it was it should have been obvious that was a helmet. But also, yeah, like, okay, so all right. So I don't hate the idea that potentially, like, oh, I'm just not going to find the new attachments here because I'm just not going to find the new attachments in the bunkers because that's just not where you find them. It's kind of dumb, but like, you know, it's like, oh, well, you know, we can like limit the loot pool, so instead of having 4 locations with 100 items that have an equal chance of spawning, you have, you know, 4 locations, 25 items that have an equal chance of spawning, or 25 or those 100 items are split into groups of 25. You know, but that's not what's happening, and is like that's what they've said they want to do, more or less, with like presumably with crossover, but I don't know. Also, you know, this is kind of easy when they have to double up on elevators. I think there's some... Oh, Jesus, dude, you scared the shit out of me. Whoa, what the fuck? Are we serious? This is... What? Alright, dude, I'm just gonna let you be a Rambo or whatever the fuck you want to do. What does this look like? Oh, yeah. You can do a lean on your weak side. But I kind of don't want to do that because if something pops up here, I'm gonna freak out and shoot them. And that could possibly be an ally. But yeah, no, I hate the thing. Absolutely. Like, weapon attachments should not be this difficult to get. You should just be able to buy them. Like, okay, like having a special, better version, like a tier 2 version with like the scorched and tweaker versions, cool. I don't know why they're so averse to just putting things in shops. Yes, you should be able to earn things by other means than just buying things in game. I agree with that, but also, like, you know, if I have to go looting for like fucking socks, that's pretty stupid. Also, apparently I didn't take any damage, but I did get some hit markers. I do like the S-71, although in all fairness, it's not quite living up to, this isn't quite the, best situation for it, I think. But it's not bad. And these absolute dinguses that just keep fucking shooting corpses are fun. But yeah. So, like, yeah, alright. So, I mean, I've said my piece with the looting stuff before, but, like, really, genuinely, what the actual fuck? This isn't fun, this is stupid, you're wasting my time, and I don't think you care. And I think you actually want that. And, like, and not in a, like, meaningful, fun way. And that's the problem that I see with those event missions, that, like, look, I don't want to earn everything immediately, right? And yeah, like, oh, having a guild store where I can use the guild rep is probably a part of, like, you know, the reputation and factions and guilds V2 or whatever, or reputation V2. Yeah, I get it, but, like, man, I mean, like, if I want to test those new weapon attachments, I'm not going to be able to, because, like, I don't want to do this ridiculous grind. Not everybody can do that, and it's fucking stupid to assume that people can do that for weapon attachments. Like, Jesus Christ. I don't know what else to say on that. Also, I really hate the idea, because we're gonna get some kind of exclusive reward that, you know, you can only get for a limited time. You can only get it when you can only get it while, or, you know, with this event. And it's like, I hate that idea too. The FOMO, the very unnecessary FOMO, is just so stupid. I mean, like, you know, I mean, all of the stuff, correct me if I'm wrong, but I mean, all of this stuff could really just be, you know, faction rewards in, you know, faction or guild stores, you know, that, like, oh, you know, you can only buy this certain thing if you have this much rep, which I guess in all fairness is kind of what they're trying to go for with, like, the Wicklow rep gating. But, like, yeah, I mean, I want to be fair and reasonable, but, like, man, I don't want to do anything. I don't want to interact with Wicklow at all. anything with freight elevators has a chance of bugging out. Like, I don't, like, I have to grind out. So I have to grind out a bunch of smaller, stupid shit that I don't care about in order to get something that I might care about. And, like, that, like, okay, I mean, what, the things that just take the Wicklow favors, like the bikes and the ground vehicles, okay, so where can I get, you know, the script for that? Oh, I can basically only reliably get it for doing space mercenary missions. What if I don't want to do space mercenary missions? Then I have to, you know, go to a I mean, my only other option really at that point. Well, I guess there's also the Hathor mining stuff. I suppose there's also that. If you like combat and mining, but, you know, if you want to go in and get some hot resources, then I suppose that'll be a thing. And there's probably a few other things actually, but, you know. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I don't want to, because, like, there's, you know, hindsight is 2020 and 2020 is a bitch, but, like, yeah, but, like, I feel like if I were a designer, and it's always a very loaded question of, oh, I think I could design this video game better. Like, I don't say that lightly, because I know that's a fucking stupid position. I do think there's probably, I mean, there has to be a better solution that they have thought of, and for some reason cannot implement, and I don't know what that is or why. And also, like, some things, like, clearly fucking change. I mean, yeah. Well, I don't know. I guess the best example is the CitizenCon armor that was shown, I think, at 2023. There were a few things. The flight suits mainly, or the Mirai racing suits, you can, and they explicitly said, hey, you cannot buy these in-game or on the web store, you have to earn them in-game. Bada bing, bada boom, you can buy those in-game. Or you can buy them on the pledge store, you cannot buy them in-game. And, you know, all of the armors they've shown off that have been put in game so far, you could buy with the patch bundles. And of course they did make those patch bundles available, you know, at IAE as well. So, like, I mean, I don't know, I could, like, yeah. So there's a lot of shit in 2026 that I just really hope they figure out and actually handle better. I mean, like, there's a lot of other things to be said, right? More than that. What is this, by the way? I don't really want to do that. But yeah. What was I gonna say? I don't know, dude. I want to keep this short and sweet, because there really isn't that much going on. I will say that, honestly, remote asteroid bases are my favorite content, and, like, I don't know what the problem is. I don't know why we don't have remote asteroid bases in Stanton. We have the locations, but we don't have those missions associated with them. I mean, like, and okay, even if they were literally just copy and paste oh, well, like, these missions are only thematically appropriate for Pyro. We're at fucking in alpha! Like, shut the fuck up. And just, like, I don't care that there, are FPS missions that take place on moons with no atmosphere. There are enemies with, no actual space-worthy armor on. It's an alpha. They're gonna fix that. It's okay. It's a funny, sure, it ruins immersion. It's just a funny alpha thing. And that's okay. And yeah, these asteroid bases should probably be different, and probably Stanton is supposed to be lower risk, so like the Bit Zero missions I took, where 3 of them paid me like 800k, yeah, they should probably, pay half of that or something. Or have half the payout or whatever. That's, that's fine. I'm okay with that. I would absolutely be okay with that. I'd love that. And hell, I mean, maybe, sure, maybe there are some missions that, oh, the Bit Zeros thing, yeah, that's just not something you find in Stanton at all. It's just go to an asteroid base and eliminate pirates. Okay, that's fine, whatever. That would be super fun. And I mean, like, I think Nyx really needs that right now. Like, right fucking now, because yeah, the QV stations are busted, they haven't fixed them, and as far as I know, they haven't fixed them in 4.6, so, like, you could go through the entire damn thing. I'm not 100% sure, but as far as I know, like, they haven't been fixed. You could go through the thing, and this hour-long mission, potentially, like, it breaks at several points, in it, and then, like, the freight elevator in the end room doesn't work, and all the reward loot you don't get. Which is just a kick in the teeth. And it's like, really, dude? And again, it's alpha, There are going to be things that are busted. It's okay, it's not the end of the world, but it just sucks. And some things don't make sense. And I wish they would communicate some of these things. Such as, and really, why do we not have the 890 jump missions? Really, I don't understand that at all. They worked, for me, they worked 100% of the time. I mean, maybe that's an over-exaggeration. I mean, 99% of the time, at least in 4.4 or whatever, wherever was the, 4.4, yeah, they worked 100% of the time, and they were fun, and they were my favorite mission until they fucking took them out for no explained reason. So, yeah. And I don't, obviously, so far we haven't had any communication this year, but, it's because we're just not even halfway through January. It's okay, I don't care. This coming Monday will be, a thing. God, I don't want to be negative. I also really want to like the R97. Did I mention that I've played Crisis 1, 2, and 3, and I really liked the Jackal? I really liked the Jackal. But the Jackal was there was 2 shotguns. I think genuinely just 2 shotguns. And they were both the same damage. But one was a pump action, one was full auto. And the only balance between the two is that the full auto one probably held less ammo overall, and the pump, you could put a silencer on it, which was useful-ish. So, yeah. I don't know. I will say, though, that, well, yeah, there's a lot of things. Also, as far as I know, there are 2 sets. I can't remember which ones. I want to say Necropolis and Moonfall. The Palatino armor sets. They just took them out of the game, and that's presumably a bug, because of course it would be a bug, but also, like, the way I found that out is because of the issue council, and because of people complaining on Reddit. And, I mean, okay. I mean, like, as far as I know, there's not been any official word as to, oh yeah, no, these got removed, sorry about that. Which, like, again, it's alpha, if that kind of thing happens, whatever, it's okay, I guess. Like, there's, oh my god, I mean, don't even get me started on, you know, the wipe, potential wipe. I mean, like, my hopes and dreams of getting an 890 were crushed, so I don't, I don't know. I lost all feeling, all emotional connection. So, I mean, really, like, when there's a wipe, it's not gonna really affect me that much, if I'm completely honest. But that being said, like, yeah, it's gonna suck, and it's gonna suck. It's gonna feel terrible, like, for me. And it's like, you know, if we don't have the freaking, I'm gonna just play dress up while I'm rambling on, because I don't have anything else to do. What was I gonna say? Yeah, they need the money sinks, and I don't think that's gonna happen. I mean, another important thing to consider is that I don't know what the, I don't know what we're gonna look like with, the economy. And I don't think we're gonna get that many changes with the economy for a while. I mean, maybe that's just an assumption on my part. Just doesn't seem like there's gonna be too much changing too soon. Could be wrong, but I don't know. I'm literally just throwing stuff on, because why not? All this stuff is gonna probably get deleted in 2 patches, and I'm not even gonna notice. So, yeah. But yeah, I mean, like, it's too early. It's too early to be, like, extremely negative about, oh, they haven't said anything, or they're not saying anything. Ooh. There's this, actually. I saw, yeah. Oh my god, dude. Let's see. Let's put on... Gotta have another shirt or something. Nothing super good for this. Oh well. But yeah, I saw somebody with, like, this armor, and this just reminds me a little, well, the pauldrons, not so much the pauldrons, but, like, the skirt thing. That just reminds me of Captain Rex and, you know, the clone captains and whatever in Star Wars. And this would be a lovely little piece of clothing to just throw on top of armor. Honestly, I would fucking love this. But yeah. Ooh, also, we do have this hat. Can I not see anything? Oh, they fixed that. I think legitimately it used to be the case that you just couldn't see out of this. Oh man, that's fun. Anyway, yeah, because also it would be just really freaking nice to be able to grow on clothing. I mean, there's so many other things, right, that also need to happen in order for that to make sense. Like, you know, clothing needs to have some advantage, any advantage over armor. I think probably like limiting sprint could be a good thing, or limiting stamina. Having some like wear and tear thing where like the longer you wear the armor, it gets more tiring. You get more fatigued faster, maybe, as opposed to clothing. Anyway, I'm spitballing now. I'm just realizing I won't take up too much of your time. Let's just throw on something. Man, what an outfit. Oh, suspenders that go through the jacket. That's the vest. That is something. Wow. Yeah, new fit. Yep, that's. Oh my god. Oh yeah, that is something. Anyway, sorry. Yeah. So I don't know. What were they calling it? The people's ailment? It was something else. But like, yeah, it's 4-6. I don't know anything about ships, weapons. I mean, we have some teases. The RSI Hermes cargo/data running version of the Apollo seems plausible. It could be something completely different. But that's the rumors I've heard. But they are just rumors. So, no idea with any weapons. They might not have any weapons. We might not be eating good this entire year with FPS weapons. Who knows? Oh, in all fairness, also, speaking of Crisis 1, 2, and 3, 3 specifically, in Crisis 3, they have a bow where you can retrieve arrows, and that is the thing, allegedly, that's been holding back the crossbow in Star Citizen. Of course, you know, Crisis 3 is not owned by CIG, but a lot of people, from Crytek, who worked on Crisis 3, work at CIG and Star Citizen Squadron 42 now. So, anyway, total side tangent. Just a interesting thing. Also, has a lot of very, very direct lineage with the engine and everything. I stream Star Citizen. Slightly less rambly, slightly more action on twitch.tv/Rylu with an underscore. On Sundays, and I'm gonna try, like, Wednesdays are gonna be mostly Star Citizen, and if Star Citizen is not working, I mean, I'll just do something else, I guess, you know. Or everything will explode. You included. I don't know. And that's at 7 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. Also stream other stuff on Mondays and Fridays. Until next time, have a good day, great day even. Chowskis.